Hello, beautiful people out on the interwebs. Welcome back. This is episode 2 of my custom mod pack. And if I shut up for a second, you should hear that we are playing in 1.0.3, the newest release. It actually just came out today. Well, not actually today. Today, the day I'm recording, not today, the day that you will see this. Very likely it came out a week ago, maybe 2 weeks. I don't have any sort of timeline for this stuff. But yeah, hopefully it's not any more than 2 weeks. But that loud, obnoxious noise. Oh, I want the cat so bad. I gotta go get a fishing rod. Do I have any string? Maybe that's what we'll do, like, first and foremost. We'll just get really distracted. We'll get ourselves some fish, and we'll get ourselves that tamed cat. But it's these flamingos. They are quite yappy. So I'm probably gonna have to come in here, go into my sound settings, and honestly, like, they might really start to annoy people. I'll do my best to try and keep the sounds to a minimum. That's like, it's completely gone now. I want to hear them a little bit. Come on, that's why I added them. But a lot of entities should now have their own custom sounds, and you'll notice they actually have their own custom animation too. Look, last episode, if you just want to cut back to it. Oh, wow. Okay, so I need to speed up the walk animation because that does not quite look right. Although it is cool, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Okay. Enough geeking out. I do actually want to gather these guys and breed them up, so getting a fishing rod is probably a good idea. But we are in the newest release, and the biggest thing in the newest release, other than, you know, fixing all the bugs I mentioned in the last episode, is simply the fact that a lot of my custom mobs, such as flamingos, now have their own animations, can now be bred with each other, which, yeah, if we get some crab meat... Oh, wait a minute. I think we have some crab meat. No, we don't. Where's our crab meat? We must have eaten it all. But yeah, we'll get some crab meat and breed up those guys later, because getting some flamingos going is something I want to do pretty badly. But oh my gosh, look at this little island. This is so cool. First thing we're going to do, step numero uno, is going to be finding a mountain biome, aka just exploring kind of in general. Oh, guys, can you hear that? I can see them on the map, but oh, there we are. Look, little silver hamsters. All right, as the sun sets now, I've actually already, because I kind of, oh, yes, we have some strawberries. Awesome. This is so cool. Yeah. So I don't know about wherever you live, but where I live, here in southern Kentucky, well, not southern Kentucky, just Kentucky, there's strawberries, like, just kind of all over the place, even in my yard and whatnot, and they're really teeny tiny, but I thought it'd be cool to have wild strawberries that spawn kind of the same way pumpkins do, right? So you can just kind of go out and find yourself some wild strawberries. So these grass seeds here are not going to drop strawberries. Actually, you know, I don't think this is from the new update. I think this was already here in the previous version, 1.0.2. But either way, I digress. Basically, just to say that I went to make some hamster. Oh, look at him laying down. Oh, he's so cute. I went to make some hamster food for the little guy, but I actually looked at the hamster food recipe, and apparently my tag isn't working. So add that to the bugs list. Gotta fix that, because right now you can't craft hamster food. Not sure how long that's been a thing, but we'll fix it in 1.0.4. Creeper. Got him. Alrighty. Pick up the rotten flesh. And there we go. Now, rotten flesh and bones are also going to be something that's really useful early on, because I want to make something called fertilized dirt. Now, this fertilized dirt is going to come in handy. We can craft it right here. Okay, yeah, crafting recipe is working. And you can either craft it in sets of 3 here and get an extra one, or just 1 at a time. But you do save some money or save some resources if you craft it this way. So any type of dirt whatsoever. Honestly, I think I need to change this, because right now I'm just using the dirt tag, and it's using like moss and mud and other types of grass and whatnot. So I'll probably change this so you can't use all of these, and it'll just be types of dirt or grass explicitly. No mud, no moss, no muddy mangrove roots, no mycelium, maybe podzol, we'll see. Either way, I want to craft this fertilized farmland because you don't need water, and you can also jump on it to your heart's content, and they won't be trampled. So it'll really help out my little garden here. All right, we got some tin cooking up. That's nice. Y'all might recognize this texture. I modeled it off of like the old school, like Mine Factory Reloaded, thermal expansion, whatever, like tin ingots, because I don't know if I've told you guys this yet, but all of this is pretty heavily inspired by a really old mod called Attack of the B Team. Attack of the B Team was last updated to 1.6.4 and then recreated for 1.7.10. Both of those updates are like almost 10 years old or something like that at this point. So they're very old, but it was, oh my god, I loved that mod pack. I loved that mod pack so much, and this mod is my effort to try and in a sense, not literally, but in a sense, at least recreate some of the magic from that mod pack and put it into modern Minecraft. But we'll see where it goes. We'll see how far I've come. Let's go ahead and put, nope, forgot that I can't open chests with a block on top of them. Okay, these grown. I need Jade to start working. Is Jade installed? No. Let me install that. And just like that, we're back, and you can see right up on the top of the screen. Yeah, so for my custom items, unfortunately, the growth rate isn't going to show because it's not done the same way as vanilla items here. But it will be okay. Like, I mean, I know how these look. Unfortunately, you're just going to have to guess. But it does show for these ones, at least, which is very nice. I'm tired of being tricked by tricky wheat and tricky crops and whatnot. And as soon as I can, I'll see if I can make it so that Jade shows the growth percentage. But I just, I'm not entirely sure how to do that. I can look into it, but I don't know how. Anyways, all this to say that we are going on an adventure. Oh, that's cool. It shows me what's in the chest. That's really cool. Okay, anyways, yeah, what did I say before? I'm so off topic. I said something about we're going to get some loot. We're going to explore. It's exactly what we're going to do today in this episode. But before I really head out, before I get anything going, I wanted to thank you guys because, guys and gals and all the in-betweens, I wanted to thank you because I checked the first episode, which I released at least at the time of recording this about 4 days ago. Like I said, it'll probably be about 2 weeks at the time you're watching this, but I checked 4 days ago and we're up to 60 views, 62 to be exact, 62 views on episode 1, which, I mean, look, if I was Mumbo Jumbo or Green or someone like that, like, sure, not a lot, but that is an absolute ton to me. Like, that is an absolute ton. I am used to averaging about 5 views a day on my first day. Like, I upload a new thing, it gets about 5 views, 6 views, 10 views, maybe 12 views. I think my lowest viewed video has 8 views, and my most viewed video, which, I mean, if you look it up, is a little Destiny 2 tutorial how to get past the Trevor encounter of 0 hour, which actually, at the time of recording this, was just recently added back to Destiny 2, but that's all off topic, and that's at like 1,200 views or something like that. But that's still not a lot, like when you think about it. 1,000 views on YouTube is just not a ton, but we've got all the way up to 60 already, and my mod overview video, which is actually at this point, as of today, outdated by one update, is already up at 106 views, which is just absolutely more than I ever could have imagined by this point. Oh, look, I don't know if we saw any squirrels last episode, but we have squirrels, and I slightly tweaked their texture. I'm honestly not a huge fan. Their tails were crazy to me, so I made them like a little bit more simple, but I still don't know if I love them. Well, I'm gonna kill these squirrels because I want their meats. And whoa, they run away fast, don't they? Them squirrels, they zip. Oh boy, gotcha. Place the oxy, I don't care. Got him. But another reason to kill squirrels is because you have a very rare chance of getting a squirrel brain. And squirrel brains, squirrel brains right there are basically like mini golden apples. They just give you pretty much all the effects that golden apples do, but for shorter amounts of time and not as intense, not as intense quantities. And oh, we've also got here, we've got some willow trees. These trees are actually, as you can see, they're green, and so is their wood, which I think is very cool. I don't need any of this right now, so I'm just gonna leave it be, but it's always here if we need it to come back to it. So let's just keep exploring. If I find anything interesting, I will, of course, let you know. All right, here we have the crabs, which I think we saw last episode. They have their own animations now. Look at them tilt, and they walk sideways now instead of front and back, which is, you know, more accurate. Only problem is if I like hit them, they do attack sideways as well, which is like, you know, not ideal, but whatever. But if I hit them, they should give me some crab meat, crab shells, and if you hear that little chirping. I'm not even sure if you can hear it. It's like a little whatever. It's the little crab noise, and I think it's kind of interesting. I like it. I feel like all of these changes in this most recent update, it really just brings the game to life. It's exactly what I felt like the mod was missing. Like these new elements, they're there. You can find them, you can see them, sure, but they don't feel brought to life. They just feel flat. They feel stagnant. They're there, but I don't really highlight them all too much. So my goal is to add some sounds, add some animations, and really bring them to life, give them some movement, and make them appear better? I don't know. Dude, there's also, check this out. So I'm killing the Switch right now. There's going to be a new update to, I think, Bedrock Edition only. Maybe it's Java Edition. But it's going to make it so that witches are guaranteed to drop at least 4 pieces of redstone every time. That's insane. That's gonna like really buff the crap out of raid farms. Raid farms, yeah, but witch farms. So that's just, I mean, that's insane, man. I'm pretty sure that's coming in 1.21. Not sure when my mod will be updated to 1.21, but probably about a half a year, maybe a full year after 1.21 is released. So we probably got about a full year to go from today. Oh, look at that shipwreck. I think I'm gonna try and make my way out there. All right, this is what the loot from the shipwreck looks like. So you can see we've got silver, some lead. These are new modded items. These are all iron equivalents. So if this was just a normal shipwreck, this would all just be iron. So what I've done here is it doesn't actually nerf the loot that you get. Overall, it's, you know, it's still the same amount of loot, but it splits up the resources among different, you know, types of resources, and technically nerfs your loot from each of these things. Just the tiniest amount, but it doesn't really, it's really only a nerf depending on how you look at it, because you know, your overall iron that you can get from looting shipwrecks and stuff like that has indeed been decreased, but your overall loot output, I tended to round up whenever numbers didn't work out well, so it should have increased. It should definitely at the very least not have decreased. It is unfortunate that I couldn't find a treasure chest here. I want a map so that we can find some treasure, some buried treasure, because I think it's about a 50% chance of finding flippers. Now, these flippers are really awesome because they will give you Dolphin's Grace while in water and slowness while on land. So I really want to get me a pair of them because they just make exploring so much easier. That way I don't have to bring a boat around with me. Oh. Okay, yeah, so that's the achievement for getting the lead or the silver ingot. It's some reason when you take it out of a chest or something like that, it doesn't update right away. You kind of have to pick up a new item to get it to trigger. So it is a bit of a bug. It's not in the bug list, but I suppose we can add it and try and fix it in the next update. Okay, here we are. Something I didn't see last episode, although I probably should have. Some beaver. Now, beaver is very useful. Now, they're going to be quite dangerous, but they actually have a lot of drops that could come in handy. Only problem, most of them are quite rare, and we don't even have looting yet, but I am going to just kill all the beaver I find, especially because we're far enough away from the base that I don't think it's going to permanently despawn them from out here. Like, I don't think I'm going to be able to, unable, I should say, to breed them and get enough for stuff like that, but I do think that they will come in handy. So, you know, trying to figure out what to get rid of here. Spider eyes, I suppose. Beaver! This is it! This is one of the things I wanted right here. Check this out. This is a beaver tooth, as you can see. So I don't need any seeds, no wheat seeds. So I actually, if I get one more beaver tooth and then a bunch of string, I should be able to make an axe that is really good for reasons that hopefully you'll see. Holy crap. We are so... 2 of them? Okay. Maybe I messed this up. This should be almost impossible. So these are the rare drops I was talking about. Not only do we have 3 beaver... Oh my gosh, I must have messed up these numbers somehow. Not only do we have 3 beaver teeth, we're not going to need these flowers. I picked them up so that we could have them, but I can find them pretty much anywhere. Holy crap. So this is the God Smack, a severed beaver tail. It's really more of a gimmick item, but check out what happens when I hit this beaver with it. He gets yeeted. So the God Smack just has basically a ton of knockback. I need to give it a better inventory like image because this is not good enough. Oh, there they come. He's coming back to get me. Bye-bye. Haha. Oh my gosh. And it also does a decent amount of, I mean, no, it's pretty bad damage. But holy crap, that's crazy to get. I believe I set this drop rate at 1 in 100, maybe 1 in 2, maybe 1 in 200. So the fact that we got 2 of those in less than 100 should be almost impossible. So maybe I messed up those drop rates a little bit. And if I did, maybe download this version of the mod and take advantage of that while you still can, because that will definitely not be sticking around long. I think after this version, I'm probably going to release a quick fix version next, so the next update hopefully shouldn't take too long. And then after that, I'm going to finish adding animations and sounds, because the only entities that have animations and sounds as of right now are all my custom animals, the ones from A.C.E.S Critters, but some things such as like the Geode Golem, the King Crab, which is actually a new boss, and all my nether creatures and stuff like that. None of them actually have custom animations or sounds, just because it was going to be a lot to do it all, and it's already been like 2 months since my last update, and that's way longer than I wanted to wait. So we just decided to roll with it. Oh, here's something else you guys haven't seen yet. Look, duckies. Little ducks, and they should mirror the chickens almost identically. I believe chickens also only have 2 hearts, and if not, I guess we'll fix it. Oh, we made it up to a savanna biome, which means, oh yes, look at them. How'd you lose a tusk, buddy? Oh, neither of them have tusks. Oh, okay. I bet you no tusk elephants are spawning. That's another bug. We only want elephants with tusks to spawn, and then if we now don't, hey, never repeat this. This is for educational purposes only. But if I were to hit this guy, is he mad at me? He doesn't seem to be. Oh, sweet. Awesome. So it doesn't even make him mad. But look, yeah, it takes his tusks off. And if I hit him again, it takes off both the tusks. So you can just come along to these guys. And if you don't want to kill them, you just want to let them be, you can de-tusk them. But keep in mind, it does shrink their health. You can see this guy's very healthy. This guy's not very healthy. And it also lowers their attack damage by quite a significant amount too. So you really should... Ooh, it tells me when the next egg is? That's so crazy. So you really should never de-tusk your elephants. Make sure your elephants are full-on tusks. Oh, whoa, enemies. Okay, so here we are. I wasn't even actually recording this, but I decided to go ahead and record it because I have found a buried... Ooh. It's nighttime. That's dangerous. I went to that shipwreck literally right there. The map said to come over here, so I came over here. I dug up this thing, and here we have the flippers. So I really want to show you how these work, because this is just awesome. So let me just get all these emeralds. That's nice. Some iron, and this is really keeping us stocked up. Honestly, just kind of going exploring and finding some chests is not a bad way to get yourself set up, especially in the early game. It's also just, it's a lot of fun, you know, low stress. You're not just, you know, digging around. It's always different. But yeah, if we put those on, you'll notice we get Dolphin's Grace too. And we now swim at pretty much the same speed that you can drive around in a boat. I might nerf these and make them so you also have to get Depth Strider or something as well for them to really be fast, but it's just so much better. Just for reference, I'm going to put the boots back on, give it a few seconds, and then, yeah, this is our default speed. But when I put on flippers, we get that Dolphin's Grace, and we immediately speed up. If we go under here, we can actually, like, really sprint, swim. But the only problem is if we hop up on land, we get slowness. So we walk really slowly on land. This is just a single block, but hopefully you can kind of see what the difference is. But anyways, I'm just going to keep exploring here. Looks like we've got a nice old growth pine here, some taigas. This is going to be really cool when we update to 1.20.6, which is hopefully within the next month or so, because then we can get our different doggies from here. Looks like we've got some ice biomes. I'm still looking for that mountain biome, so I'll just let you guys know what I find as I find interesting things. Alrighty, so I'm out here in the birch forest because I've given up just a little bit on finding a mountain. It seems like there's not one anywhere nearby. Plus, I've gotten a decent amount of gear, so I'm kind of set up at least for now. And I wanted to get a larger base going because that witch hut really was just temporary, probably literally a first episode thing, and I need more space. So I decided to set up out here in the birch forest because I never do, and it's fairly pretty. But holy crap, inspiration, man, is just not coming to me. This is about my second or third attempt, and you can see kind of the outline, you can see the shell. This is remnant from my first attempt. And I just sit here for minutes on end with no vision, just no vision whatsoever. It all like, okay, so I could bring this little patio out and bring the roof together, and it's just yeah, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not what I want in my head. So I think I might have to just dumb it down, keep it simple, and focus more on function than design, at least for now. Because wow, it is, I don't know if it's the fact that I'm playing modded, I don't know if it's the fact that I'm playing on Java edition, I have no idea. But for some reason I just feel really out of my element. Maybe it's the birch forest. This is also a palette that I don't usually, I'm very used to the deep slates and the spruce woods and oh, check this out, by the way. The bark, I don't know if we've seen this yet, but whenever you shave these things, you get bark, and then you can put that bark back on, and then you can take your axe and just take it right back off. It's kind of convenient, and once you get up to 4 of them, you can then craft that into paper, which is kind of nice. But anyways, I digress. I'm gonna keep working on this, and you'll see me whenever I've got something else to say, I suppose. All right, we are back several days later. And I've actually got a bit of a house going here. Now, this is actually really cool. I couldn't really come up with anything specific. I kept trying to go with all these fancy shapes and whatnot, and like I could see it in my head. I just couldn't do it for some reason. I was wondering, like, I think I was like trying to like use the new blocks, and there's so many of them, and I was also trying to like branch out and do like a build style I wasn't used to at the same time, and like I couldn't merge the two in my mind, and just like couldn't possibly put them together. So basically what I've done here is this is like a replica of my actual house in real life and what it looks like, because I was like, I need something that I know very well, and I need to work off of it and then just like build like new stuff into it. And I think I've actually done really well. I'm not usually that good at like sculpting shapes like this, but I'm really happy with what happened here. I know that I could also just like bring this out and make it in the front, but I kind of like the fact that it comes up a little. I don't know, you can see the window a bit more, and then you've got the bars here. It looks very nice. Wish this was a bit wider, but I mean, it is what it is because I don't want to drop these down. So you know, I could probably put stairs, right? Like stairs. I think stairs would be good. I just don't have any stairs. So this is probably what it's gonna look like for a while. And this is actually pretty accurate. You know, you walk in, you got this archway, and then there's like a living room right here. I don't know what I'm gonna put here, honestly. Like, here's the thing. I make these houses, right? And I try as best I can to like plan what it's gonna look like. But the thing is, if I'm building like a house, full-on house like this, it's just like it doesn't it just doesn't like it just rooms, and I don't know what to put in each of them. Like how I usually make my bases is like I will just go underground, or like I'll make like a big shell, and then like the actual, it'll have like a living room, and then it will just drop down, and I always end up underground because like I can build utility, you know, I can hollow out an area and put like whatever I want wherever, and that's the only thought, right? But now I have to think about the space, like, and think both. Look, I guess what I've learned in building this is don't ask my brain too many questions at once, because it can't do it. It can't do it. This is actually where I'm at right now. This is the office and closet and whatnot, but this is probably where I'll set up, just because I guess where I feel the most comfortable. And you know, who wants to go upstairs all the time? Because upstairs, like I said, it's not even finished. There's a big patio here. I added this, you know, because I had a lot of extra space, trying to think about what to do, what to put stuff with. So the ceiling's going to come up from here and go up like this, and then come back down. And I think there's going to be another little ceiling that kind of juts out from here and connects into the roof. And I don't know, we'll see kind of how it comes together as we go. I know I probably kind of want to decorate with lots of plants, make it very earthy, but I like the palette so far. I'm pretty much out of all my materials, so I think the next thing I'm gonna do is just move all my stuff over, really, because I'm kind of liking it. I put doors on all the stuff, so like, we are now on day 3 of recording this video. Just to clarify, the other video is literally shot in like one take. I wrote a little script for the entrance, you know, recorded that script, then loaded it into the world and just played the content you saw, and then I edited it all together on like the next day or something like that. And then, fun fact, don't tell anyone this. It's so hard I have to hold down F4 with the mod I'm playing with. So like, oh gosh, getting off topic as usual. Watch this. When I press F5, I like zoom out. It's not just the immediate like snap, but I have to hold it. So as soon as I let off F5, wait, no, I can press it. I'm sorry, I lied to you. I can just press it. But the thing is, F5 is behind you. Like, I get that this is how most RPGs would be played, but I don't want to I want to look at myself when I'm looking outwards. I don't want to just like, what's up, guys? I'm not looking at the screen at all, but whatever. Anyways, I digress. But I have to hold F4. Maybe I can change that, because it makes it so hard to like walk around in I just have to like sit here because I have to hold down F4. Anyways, what I was saying was I actually sat on that fully edited, fully ready to go video for like a week or two, all because I was too lazy to make a thumbnail. And look at this thumbnail. I'm going to put the thumbnail in this video. Look at this thumbnail. Dude, I made this thing in like 2 seconds. I didn't put much. I'm so bad at thumbnails. I feel like I'm so bad at it. Oh my gosh. I put it off for 2 weeks just to do that. Oh my gosh. Anyways, and then here I am taking 3 days to record this because I'm playing really casually. I'm having a lot of fun with it, but I don't play a lot of Java. Honestly, my modded experience is very, very limited to Attack of the B Team. Like I said before, I absolutely love that mod pack, but it's so old. And I love all the stuff added. I like open this chest, and then we only have like this one extra thing added by my mod here. Oh, and there's some bark and stuff. That's cool. It's cool. This chest has a little bit more at the beaver. Anyways, I do love it, but I'm just getting a little off topic. It's been a long time since I've been this low, and one thing I definitely didn't do with this mod is make it so that you can just like rush from the start to the end game immediately. Like, you can't do that. You have to progress through them, and in fact, because they're more wide, I don't know, these areas have more content in them, so there's more to parse through. And actually, I don't know, I'm also a slow player. I'm sure you could just rush to the end game and you would be fine. I'm a slow guy. I like to take my time with it. I also suck at normal mode. If I was on peaceful, we might be doing a lot better. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. What I'm trying to say is we're gonna take our time with this, and we're gonna do it right, one step at a time, and really sit with each area of the game for a while, and just see how it feels. See what I have to add. See what is good in the hoodie, and what might need to be added to the game. But just to hype you guys up, this is the in-game stuff. This is all the Nether overhaul here, and this armor that I'm showing you is at least these two. These are like netherite tier armors, and then here we have like an iron tier just made from. This is actually really cool. I'm getting ahead of myself, but this is like a leather that you can get from creatures in the nether, and you can craft that into leather armor. But because this is nether leather armor nether leather armor, it's actually the same tier as iron, so this is like equivalent to iron armor. It also doesn't burn up because it's leather, and then you can upgrade that armor into chitin armor, and this is the same tier as diamond. And in the end, I'll probably do something where you can upgrade this into end game armor. Get it? End game. I'm funny. Anyways, I might cut that. So I probably won't decorate the inside or anything like that. Check this out. Look, this is all of our goodies. Ooh, we do have ourselves a titanium pickaxe, which this is the equivalent of diamonds. I'm saving up our diamonds because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, these smithing templates, yeah, you can only craft them with diamonds. I haven't like added titanium or platinum, which are my diamond tier metals, to this, and I don't know if I will. I might keep it as diamonds just to make them a little bit different, because titanium and platinum will probably have their own uses that diamonds don't have. So we'll see. We'll absolutely just kind of wait and see. But for now, that is that. Oh, I also discovered another bug, which is that cobalt right here. I can't get any cobalt. Well, I guess I can now, because I just need a diamond tier tool. And for some reason, cobalt ore is listed as a diamond tier tool when it really shouldn't be. Cobalt is the equivalent of gold, so you should be able to break it with a iron tier pickaxe or better. Yeah, you definitely don't need a diamond tier pickaxe. But I do have some cobalt down here somewhere. Here we are. Cobalt. And now that I have my little, whoa, 4. Am I getting 2 per? Okay, that was 5. No, I am. Oh, that is probably also a bug. Okay, so cobalt is really bugged out right now, because like I said, this is supposed to be equivalent to gold, and gold does not do that. So we're gonna take advantage of this. You know, they're bugs, they're in the game, and you can definitely use them or load up previous versions of the mod or anything like that. If you want to utilize these bugs while they're here. I messed up, so go ahead and use that. It's fine by me. I don't really care. I'm always the type to promote playing however you want to play. This is a single player game unless you're playing on a server. If there is a server, you know, you follow the rules, whatever. But other than that, you play the game however you want to play. It's a single player game. It's designed for you to have the most fun that you possibly can. So you should definitely do that, and that's the best way to play the game, whatever way you want to play. We're gonna play it this way. So even though we put in a decent amount of work getting all this stuff together, I don't feel like I've done much. Like, I feel like all I did was build this house, and you can build houses like in any version of the game. Like, it doesn't show off the fact that it's modded. Sure, I used some modded items with, like, you know, the maple wood and the tough slabs and stairs and whatnot, but like, did I really do anything? Plus, this whole update was about the creatures and the animals, and making them have really good animations and whatnot. So I know I want to do this eventually, but I think what I'm gonna do is, at least before we get off, I'm gonna set up some pins around the house, like running like this, and I'm gonna go see just like what animals I can collect and start breeding up. And eventually, I think we'll get some really big, really nice pins for them. And maybe in the next episode, we'll do some gardenings and landscaping and whatnot. Leave some comments down below. Tell me what you want to see. All right, we are back, and we've got some pins out here. We have the flamingos here. Got some piggies, which I have my potatoes planted over there so I can grow them up and breed them. Got all of our ducks, no chickens, just ducks. Who needs chickens, man? I only see the one chicken over here, and we're gonna let him live because I don't see another one anywhere nearby. And cows, look at the cows. got them all fed up, and we have some fields growing right here. This is definitely in no way permanent, but I do like having all this stuff just kind of here and ready to go. Now these flamingos specifically, I managed to get 6 of them back from the swamp, which is really good because we're gonna have to breed these fellas up. In fact, oh my gosh, wow, they even have breeding cooldowns. That's so cool. I didn't even mean to do that, but that is so cool. So yeah, I couldn't lead the beavers. Apparently they don't follow sticks, which makes sense. They just breed with sticks. I did end up breeding up a set of beavers, but they're out there just in the wilds. You can see it right there. Look, beaver kit. That's the one I made. But we're going to make some pins for all of them, and I will get some beavers back here eventually somehow. But I'm excited for these flamingos because in this update or the next one, I'm not sure. I think it's a bit bugged in this one, so it'd have to be the next one. Yeah, because flamingos aren't dropping anything. You will be able to, and let me, I guess, break this out, and I'll put some dirt there and grow another one here. What? Dude, no way. That totally just duplicated. I wonder how that happened. Okay. Strange. Anyways, flamingos are going to be, not only are their babies just adorable, but they're going to be very valuable because you will be able to make something called the flamingo wings. So they'll drop this, the flamingo wing, and then you can craft that into flamingo wings, which are a wearable set of wings, which don't allow you to fly, but they will give you slow falling. So basically, I will no longer be able to take fall damage, which is, at least in my opinion, very useful before you get enchantments. So this is kind of just like another way to rush feather falling if you wanted, or and it works better than just feather falling boots because you get the feather falling buff. It's kind of like think of it like the respiration helmet you get. You know, once you get a helmet with respiration, you don't need that turtle helmet, but it is better. It's nicer, and these wings are just that, but for the feather falling enchantment. Alrighty, and that will pretty much wrap up our video for this week, or for this update, I should say. Sorry we didn't really get to see many of the stuff added. Like, I didn't get to experiment with too much. We do have our flamingo eggs behind us. Penguins also have eggs like this. It's very cool. Although I'm not totally sold on all the textures for all that stuff. Not even for these duck eggs here. But, you know, I had a fun time. We're making progress, and we will see all the stuff eventually. Just a quick warning about the next update. Instead, I do have a lot more entities that need animations and custom sounds, but that will not be coming in the next update. Next update's probably just going to be some quick bug fixes, because honestly, there are a lot of them now, and some necessary quality of life changes, so I can rush it out faster. And then the next update, 1.0.5, will probably wrap up all the entity animations and noises and whatnot, but that'll take a while. And this week is actually the release of a big Destiny release. Apparently it's going to be the last release of like Destiny's current saga and whatnot. I don't know if you follow Destiny or Destiny 2 at all, but I am probably going to be playing on that, so yeah, you might notice a little bit of a delay with the next couple updates, but I promise I'm still working on this stuff. I still want to get it out to you as fast as possible, and the best way that you can get this stuff sooner is leaving comments, talking to me about it, and engaging with me about it, giving me your ideas and your thoughts, because that will inspire me to continue working on it more. But until our next update and until my next video, peace out.